We started our day by the Constantinople walls, and we decided to skip any formal tours and found this beautiful park. There was something so special about visiting ruins that haven't been turned into a museum yet, where it was really just locals. We could watch these birds just skipping around the grass, and honestly, it was such a beautiful way to start the morning. For lunch, we just walked around Istiklal Avenue and found this amazing spot. I'm telling you, if you are out there shopping and you want to eat some good pide and some good lamb sheesh, this is the spot. Like, everything was perfectly charred. Honestly, I would go back in a heartbeat. Istanbul has so much things to discover, and we walked around the area and found the Çukurcuma neighborhood, where it was lined with a lot of antique shops. It reminds me of that joy you get when you like flip through an old book and it has this like scent of stories, and I know that sounds so weird, but it really does. There was so much posters, so much art. It's the perfect spot to get a souvenir and really remember your trip. Istanbul is built on 7 hills, and so some areas can actually be quite steep and narrow. It reminds me a little bit of Lisbon, and so honestly it's the perfect excuse to just sit on a terrace, drink some coffee, and take it all in. We headed to the Galataport to take in the views, feel the breeze. There are a lot of restaurants lined up, so we headed to a pasta spot, and it's the perfect way to wrap up the day with carbs. Next day, I surrendered to tradition and visited a traditional hammam. This one has been here since the 16th century. My mom told me to go to a hammam, and it's something that I can't miss if I ever visit Istanbul. And so you have to listen to your mom. Mothers know best, and I'm glad I did. So I just finished, and it was so relaxing. It was intense. I think it was quite fun to just like lay down on this marble slab and then get showered and literally bathed by another person. I think they just scrub you down all over your body and your face. But that's optional, you don't have to do that, but I thought I should just go through the full experience, and I don't regret anything at all. It was so beautiful inside there. Obviously I couldn't record like when we were half naked, getting scrubbed down, but it was wonderful. Like, you could just see the dead skin falling off of you. It was great. Like, I think this is definitely one of the things that you have to do, and I'm so happy to do it before I leave, and I just feel so rejuvenated and just like light. It's great. For lunch, we grabbed some çorbası, and it's this traditional soup, and to this day I still eat it. Like, I learned how to make it at home because it is that good. The Hagia Sophia has so much layers and dimensions into it. I mean, it has been sacred for so many people for different religions. It was a church for 900 years and a mosque for 500, a museum for 86, and now it's both a museum and mosque.
The ground floor is reserved for Muslim worshippers, and tourists are now just on the upper gallery. And I think that's a beautiful way to really preserve this place. For dinner, we went to Karaköy, and when you are in Karaköy, you should grab some Balık Dürüm. When I took a bite, I was like, why didn't I get this sooner? It is so good. They make sure to hand pick the bones out of the mackerel, and these fresh herbs in it, fresh vegetables. There were some carrots, pomegranates, and the sauce that they have, it was a little sweet, it was a little salty, a perfect burst in your mouth. Let me say that Istanbul does not play with breakfast. So we grabbed some menemen, the scrambled egg with tomato spices, and they serve it sizzling hot, which was such a perfect energy boost for the day ahead. So my boyfriend Simon and I, we like to collect different trinkets and artworks as we travel. So we went to this gallery initially for scarves, but we found the most perfect silk wall hanging with dolphins swimming across the Bosphorus, which was so fitting because we spotted some on a ferry a few days before. We spent half the day in Topkapı Palace, and it had the most amazing views. You could see the Bosphorus from their courtyards as well as the Asia side of Istanbul. One of the most memorable things in the Topkapı Palace for me was the intricate tile work and the calligraphy that they had, but they also had a whole bunch of relics claiming to be from the personal belongings of the Prophet Muhammad. So that was really memorable and interesting to see. For our last day, the goal was just to take it all in and eat good. And so today we grabbed some doner. I had to get doner with rice because, girl, I was missing rice. So luckily this place had that. We finally checked out the tower. We didn't go up because I was already satisfied seeing it from below. The highlight of our last day was definitely date night at Izaka Terrace. A Turkish friend of mine actually recommended this spot, and thank God that I listened because it was so spectacular. I mean, the views, I don't even need to say much about that, but let me tell you, you know when someone cooks good food, you just know that they love what they do and they are putting good energy into that. And Chef Serhat, the head chef, definitely put so much intention into this menu and it really shines through. I recommend this spot 100%. I still think about the beef tartare to this day.